Hi everybody, welcome to Negoterra Odyssey and my helioscope behind me. Sometimes I just get the craziest, best screens and the best lighting, and I just wanted to share this card and this story with you because yesterday I wanted to try something different and new that I knew would be fulfilling because I was, getting very pattern immersed and doing things the same way because, I had a schedule that I was trying to keep to for designs and everything. And I thought, well, how can I have an interesting, different kind of day and go out and really enjoy the day and a new environment. So I decided to go to one of the beaches I don't ordinarily go to. And I just got front and center this picnic table right in front of the beach hut where the lifeguards normally are, front and center of the beach. Set up all my jewelry. I was making jewelry and I had all these passerbys stop and ask me questions about jewelry. And I got a long, in-depth conversations. I now know two people quite a lot about their life. I must have spent 20 minutes to a half hour with one gentleman walking his dog, and his name was Dennis, and he was very, very lovely. And then another one, Valentino, this older Italian gentleman that used to own a local florist for like 25 years here, came out that we had so much in common. He lived in Aalsmeer, and I stayed there for a while in Holland, and he would go to the flower auctions for his flowers. It was amazing. But here is something crazy. A while ago, I had this dream that I set up this little card and I put it on the table, and it was called Free Counseling, Advice, and Chit Chat if you're bored. And I sat at this beach in my dream and I was just talking to everybody because I realized through COVID, like in my dream, that people were lonely and they probably wanted somebody who was unbiased and unjudgmental to just talk to. So I set up this little thing there. So that made me laugh because when I got back yesterday, I wrote this and I was like, I'm going to have to put this up at the table. Oh, here is your free advice and counseling on dogs, on banks, jewelry, music, cars, tax, and Holland. Because it was so funny when you're just like in flow state and you're having a nice conversation with somebody and you're on the same frequency and vibration. It is so awesome. Like this one gentleman, I could tell he was frustrated, Valentino, and he's like, oh, can I watch you make that? He's like, it really does take a skill. He's like, to get the color and the balance and the flow of it. And right away I knew he was a creative the way he was speaking, and he had the most lovely accent. And I was like, oh, are you Italian? He's like, everybody thinks I'm Dutch. And I was like, well, you live there obviously with that, because he had like an inflection. And he's like, yeah. So we started to discuss Holland because my in-laws lived there, and we went and stayed with them for a time. And it was just a really lovely experience because this is what I got out of the day from that. I had no expectations. I simply wanted to go make jewelry, be outside, feel refreshed, and I met all these lovely people. And they're local and they're just amazing. And this other guy, and I'm not kidding when I'm talking about synchronicities too, because Dennis, the first fellow that I was talking to, lived right across the way. He had a Cape Cod shirt on, and it's so funny how I have all these crazy Cape Cod connections. My sister lived in Chatham. My dad's first wife, we end up vacationing there quite a few years in a row, and I was telling Bobby, my mailman, about it. He ended up going there. Like Provincetown is a big deal to a lot of people, and it's a lot of fun. So it was really remarkable. And there was also a Dennis, which was his name, in Cape Cod, and I thought it's just all these really wild synchronicities. And today, being 11/11, the energy is like combustible. It's amazing. It's sonic. I got up way earlier. I got all my work done. I started talking to people. I just really felt good creative energy, but really grounding, earthy energy too, which is really important for me. That means I can make a decision, have focus and follow through, and go do that. So what I want you guys to really concentrate on, and you can make a list, you can make a mental list, or you can make, a written list, whatever it is. Start to imagine what like your ideal day would look like. And mine always involves a forest or a beach or something. I need that nature because my mind will just not shut the hell up. It's just always like, and I'm whatever. I'm always telling tales to myself, and sometimes I can't. Being clairaudient, I need to stop that and be in nature and get in a flow too. And I love my guides, angels, ancestors. They're all awesome. Unless they're invited, they don't constantly chat at me. Unless it's something funny when I'm driving, I'm always laughing. Like people, if you film me in my car, you would swear it was on like a conference call with 10 other people. Like my emotions, I'm talking to my mom who's passed on, like total bonkers. And comment down below if you have this too. Look behind me. Hellosies. Now this is my favorite cat ever created, and this is a reincarnation over and over. I have had, I call her Poots. I've had her as a Spaz and a Splat, two identical calicos when I lived with my dad. Elaney, my lovely little earth kindred soul sister, shows up with this cat one day and she's like, I caught you a cat. I was like, you caught it from where? And she's like, oh, my neighbor in their couch, they had babies here, this one's yours. And she is just like, if Christina, all you guys, you know, if you're talking to me on a conference call or whatever, she's always just right up in my face or close by. She's been reincarnated over and over. Same cat, same behaviors. It's amazing. And, you know, I just feel this. And today, 11/11, I'm really stoked. My birthday is the 29th. And like, I'm getting all excited because I make myself initiate change around my birthday. I try to reach out more. As a Sagittarius, I'm very social, but I'm the most anti-social. A lot of you guys get this, the introvert, extrovert. You give so much and you do so much when you're out that you need to replenish. And you don't want a huge circle because it just depletes you. Because, you know, lots of times it's like, I'm in the position of giver and I love it. And then I'll just go out and I'll be listening and doing. And then all of a sudden I'm like, well, I need to like recharge. And that's, you guys, I need you to identify what is too much or too little right now. You know, are you going out and like giving too much? Or are you expecting too much? What is really going to fulfill you? What is one thing that you can do today that you can go out that's very simple? Get like the best cappuccino you ever had, connect, call somebody you love, whatever it is, and do that for yourself. And just feel the lift and feel the love and feel the connection and the gratitude for that. Like my one thing today that I wanted to do is do really good reads, be outside, go for a walk, go bring lunch to Hagen and Ian, because I feel like it's kind of lonely in the big metal shop, and there's, you know, it's kind of like dreary and gray and just lots of big things. They actually have guillotines there too, which is kind of creepy. For like boxes and wood, it cuts all this stuff. So I like to just show up and be silly and share my day and stuff and make them laugh and then leave. And I just feel like there's always opportunities to fulfill what we want as well as other people. And I've been talking about this too, that we have to be careful when we first wake up that we don't attack those emails and try to get work and look out you know, after other people before we've centered and connected with ourselves and feel grounded and feel good. And I read some of my comments. That helps me too. Like, thank you, Santa. You know who you are. I have some lovely listeners that are like, Melanie, I just love your voice, especially the slower you talk. It's very restful and calming. And I appreciate things like that so much because, you know, it is part of my craft and it's better than reading, you know, your voice is like nails on a chalkboard. You know, it's really nice to hear, and it's, you know, comforting. You guys, I have so many listeners that have been here since the very beginning over on the big channel. And you guys that came over here, thank you so much. It was going to be experimental, do these daily pops, and I just wanted to, you know, have fun and have a fun place to express and that we could all go to. But again, you guys, really like write down that one thing. Like, I could call my mom, I could call my sister, I could go for a walk, I can listen. I listen to Cat Stevens every single day now in my car. I always have it blaring. I love Moon Shadows, one of my favorite songs. I just love that. I'll happen and leaping on a moon shadow. I just love listening to it. I get in a good mood. Reach for music, reach for inspirators, you know, just things that lift and help you gather a sense of, again, fulfillment and abundance. So you guys, that's your pop. I got to take off. I just felt like coming on camera because I saw this and I was like, oh, I need to be on camera with that thing. And then I was like, just look at it. It's so cool. If you go on, I think it's called I'll post it on, over on, what is that? I was like, what is it? On Instagram, what this thing is. It's like a meditative channel on YouTube, and they have everything, all the music, the, you know, megahertz and the things that are really calming and chilling. So love and light, you guys. Mwah, have a good day.